everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name is Imogen. In today's video, I'm sharing 5 of my biggest inspirations on YouTube. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So, when I was a teenager, I would watch YouTubers. Many of them I am going to share in this video, and I was always so inspired, and I wanted to be like them, and you know, that was one of the reasons, not the only reason, of course, but that was one of the reasons that I felt bold enough to start a YouTube channel and actually talk about my experiences and make videos. And I still watch all of these creators, and they inspire me so much, both in terms of their writing, their self-presentation, their video creation, their creativity, their editing. Just everything about them makes me feel comfortable and at peace and happy and inspired. So I wanted to share 5 of my biggest inspirations on YouTube because these are all amazing women who have shaped my life so much for the better, and this is just a massive appreciation video. Alright, so the first one, and my favourite YouTuber of all time, is Jen Im. So Jen Im was maybe one of the most constants in my sort of YouTube viewing life, and I've watched her for years and years and years, and she is just wonderful. I love her outfits. I think she is incredibly stylish, incredibly creative. Her on-camera manner is so sort of uplifting and calm. She loves to learn, and her editing, her vlogs are always so vibey, and you know, I've just absolutely loved watching her sort of progress and develop as a person. And since I was a teenager, I've always enormously looked up to her. So enormous shout out to Jen Im, because she is one of the she is probably the YouTuber who's inspired me the most. And every time she posts a new vlog, I will religiously watch it, because I feel so much of a sense of peace, and I feel really at home when watching her channel, and I always have ever since I discovered her as a teenager. So yeah, Jen Im is my favourite YouTuber and probably my biggest inspiration on YouTube, and one of the big reasons why I started my channel, honestly, or why I felt like I could start my channel. I don't know, I feel obviously she's got a huge channel and she's mega successful, but it's always felt like she's encouraging other people to do their best. And you know, I was absolutely starting at zero, but yeah, I felt that she was so inspiring, and she just seems so kind, and obviously so kind, and really to care about her subscribers. So a massive inspiration to me, both from a sort of professional or technical capacity, but also as a person. I do genuinely think she's a wonderful person. So Jen Im, my biggest inspiration on YouTube. Now let's talk about the next one. Another YouTuber that I absolutely love to watch is Fernanda Ramirez. Now, she started a lot later than Jen Im, actually, and she mostly focuses on vlogs and on sort of similar vlog style type videos, but I just think that her channel is so aesthetic, and it's really pretty, and she puts a hell of a lot of effort into editing. The amount of work that Fernanda puts into editing is immensely impressive, and hopefully I would love to be able to reach her level with my vlogs one day. So every time she posts a new vlog, I am there. Yeah, and I go back and watch old vlogs as well, because even her early content is just so well produced, and she's so well spoken and clearly incredibly independent, and just a massive inspiration and a really good role model. So yeah, and I think also Fernanda is someone who is sort of approximately my age, and to watch someone kind of go through life at the same pace as I'm going through life is really impressive. And impressive is the wrong word, relatable, there we go. So yeah, Fernanda Ramirez is wonderful, and again, she's grown her channel a lot in a very short space of time, and I absolutely attribute that to, firstly, her own dedication, secondly, her talent. I guess those two things go together, but I had to list them in some order. Dedication and talent, and honestly the sheer creativity and the quality of the content she puts out. She absolutely deserves every ounce of success that she has, because her content is just so good, and she puts so much effort into it. She genuinely pours her heart and soul into it. So yeah, Fernanda Ramirez is a huge inspiration of mine when starting out on YouTube, and I love all of her content so much. Alright, next up is the YouTuber that I watched a lot when I was starting out with my journey on productivity, my journey with minimalism, and that is Michelle B. I love her content because it's so sort of calming, and the aesthetic of her channel is very kind of neutral toned and very sort of, very just reassuring. And I like her vlogs. I like all of the like productivity videos where she has like getting her life together. Her advice videos inspired me a lot, especially in creating my own advice videos. So I would often watch her channel and be like, I wish I could, you know, I wish I could give advice. And, you know, thinking about the advice that she gives in her videos, a lot of that's helped me with my own personal development, and her productivity videos inspired me to start looking at my own productivity habits. And yeah, the aesthetic of her channel, again, really calming, and I feel like she makes productivity and just general sort of lifestyle admin stuff very accessible to the average person, and she never comes across as like judgy or scary, or she just makes it immensely accessible. And to me, especially as a teenager, because I was just starting out, just getting into it, that was so valuable, and it kind of felt like she was a really supportive, like older sister kind of figure to me. Now I am in my family, I'm the oldest daughter, so I kind of never had like an older sister figure. To have someone that I could like look up to like that was really cool, and she's definitely a big role model for me because I just really like the way she produces her videos, the simplicity of them, and her advice is just damn good. Like, she has damn good advice. So go watch Michelle B. She is wonderful. Okay, another YouTuber that I hugely admire, and her content has pivoted over the years, but I have loved every iteration of her content, is Carrie Rad. So Carrie Rad, I initially watched for her self-care videos, which are amazing, and then she is now living on a homestead in New Zealand, I believe, and has a kid, and that whole just like evolution of her life and her like vlogging it and talking about it, yeah, it was really, really kind of a cool journey. And especially the whole self-care angle, which she was talking about a lot, was kind of revolutionary for me at the time when I was watching it, because I was not always good at self-care, and self-care has been something that I really struggled with up until recently. And watching those videos from her, and especially also her like early living alone videos in her apartment, I was just like, I thought she was the coolest person like I had ever seen. Like, I was like, oh, you know, I want to do this, and you know, I want to live by myself, and I want to, you know, I want to be this cool. I want to be as cool as that. And she's just like an amazing example of a woman who's so inspiring, and kind of showed me that all of these things could be done, and that I deserved to have good self-care, and absolutely made it like really accessible to my teenage self to start thinking about, oh, you know, I deserve this too, and you know, I can have this too, and this is how you do this. And she was a really sort of helpful introduction to me, to like, for me to like self-care, and to just generally living a sort of independent and positive existence. And yeah, just an incredibly inspirational woman and incredibly inspirational YouTuber, and she is very kind and has wonderful energy. So yeah, Carrie Rad, go watch her channel. And finally, this is more, I guess this one's more of like, again, kind of more contemporary, a little bit younger, but Tam Kaur has been a huge inspiration, and again, a very fast growing and successful channel, because her content is amazing. Like, genuinely, like the writing, the presentation, the production, like she clearly like works so incredibly hard, and she is clearly incredibly intelligent, and generally just has a lot of things going for her that make her and her channel immensely helpful and immensely special to literally millions of people. So Tam Kaur has been a massive inspiration to me, because firstly, she's very academic, very intellectual, and I absolutely loved her sort of advice videos. When I was doing my degree, I watched them a lot, and they were really helpful to me academically. So from that angle, I have massive respect for her as well, for sharing her knowledge. But also, she just seems like a genuinely wonderful person who kind of only wants to help people and use her knowledge for good in the best way possible. And her videos are so entertaining. Like, they are so fun to watch, okay? Like, I don't know, I think it must just be the editing, and also obviously her wonderful personality. but like they're so well edited and they really capture your attention and really provide you with immensely valuable insights and some very unique takes that I haven't seen anywhere else on YouTube. So her channel is very special and absolutely getting the attention it deserves. So these are 5 of my biggest inspirations on YouTube. I guess this was kind of a like video about shout out to all of these wonderful creators who kind of inspired me. But yeah, I guess this is all for this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Oh, let me know in the comments below who your favourite YouTubers are, because I would love to hear about that, and I'm always looking for like recommendations for new channels. And let me know if you're a fan of any of these YouTubers as well, because I'm sure that 1 or 2 of you must be. If you're not already subscribed, again, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. I'll see you in the next video. Go and watch all of these wonderful women and their wonderful content. Thank you. Bye!